Hello everyone, and welcome back to Nuclearcatfish Shipyards. Today, we are going to build the utility ship for our fleet, which will function mainly using these things. Drones, okay? Basically, what these two ships are here, we have a repair drone equipped with a welder, and an actual salvage type drone equipped with a grindy. It does the grindy. Okay, so, and then there's my, oh, by the way, I figured out that this, the weight classification for that ship is actually a dreadnought, because it's like more than 10 million, tons, or metric tons. Well, tonnes, as in T-O-N-N-E-S, I think that's what it is, maybe. Whatever. But anyway, I'm going to build, basically, a ship to house lots of these drones, and then to be able to deploy them to, you know, repair ships and salvage pieces of, you know, just debris in the battlefield. And all of it will be drone controlled, so, you know, one, it's cheaper in the long run, actually, and there's less of a chance that someone is going to die, you know, if you're doing multiplayer. Because deaths can be costly. Yeah. So let's get started on a new large ship. First thing we'll start out with is the piloting area. Then we'll move on to, like, a drone housing bay, and then a drone production bay. All things that a drone ship needs. And I think I'm going to name my drone ship the Torus, in honor of the NG Cruiser in FTL, if any of you have played FTL. I love FTL, it's a great game. My favorite ship is probably the Federation Cruiser. I like its artillery beam. It's very handy. Very handy indeed. Okay, so, first things first, symmetry mode. So what do you do? Nope, there is not a platform there. I should probably, maybe, the platform, expand the platform one of these days. I did it. I don't know how I do it, but I just keep pressing buttons until it do. Yay, symmetry mode. Yay, make me happy. Make me happy. It made me so happy. Okay, so we're just gonna have a little base like this. Okay. And it's gonna be a set thing like this. Make it a little bit longer. And this will be the main drone control and piloting area. So what we are gonna need is we are going to need control stations and flight seats. So the flight seat will be, of course, for the pilot, the person who's, you know, actually controlling the spaceship itself, and then we'll have some control seats for our drone operators. And eventually, I think we may be able to upgrade this thing so that it can actually produce what I'd call, well, guided missiles, basically, is basically ships that are drones. You take control of them, and I actually think there's a way you can actually make, like, an actual locking, like a missile that can actually lock onto a target using, like, the programmable blocks, but I'll have to do some more research into that before I attempt to do it myself. And in the meantime, we can just use, like, assault drones, is what I'll call them. But they're really kamikaze drones. So, you know, don't let the name fool you, is what I'm saying. Because, you know, we'll just... I did a derp. I did it a derp. Hassa. Ha ha ha, na ho ho ho, tra-la-la. That's how we like to spend the day in the merry old land of Nuclearcatfish's spaceship building facility thing. I'm good at songs. I'm very good at songs. Don't you think? Yeah, you think I'm good at songs. Very good. So we'll do a thing like this. Okay? And then we'll just put... Yeah, and I'm just gonna lightly armor this thing because it's not meant to be actually in the combat. It's meant to deploy drones away from the combat, and then the drones just do the fighting for it. Because that's being smarty smart. Okay. So we'll have how I think this ship is gonna be sort of laid out. Excuse me. There's gonna be this section, okay? This front section, which I'll put glass in here. Bulletproof glass, of course. And then, I'll put some control seats. You know, just like facing whichever way. No, not like you. You go like that. Silly. You know, maybe just 6 of them. Maybe we'll have 3 of each. You know, 2 of each type of drone. Maybe even more. Plus, it can always produce more. But it's nice to have some drones in storage so you can deploy them rapidly without them having to be produced. Because that is being a smarty smart. Okay? So, from here, I think what we'll do is we will... No, not like that, you dum-dum. Not calling you guys dum-dums, I'm calling this thing a dum-dum, because that is what it is being. And we'll just have a little, entryway right here, okay? And then in this next little section of the ship, we will have our production, which we are actually probably may actually make mining drones, you know, to mine. So this will probably be in this area our main production facility, and to do that I'm probably going to turn off symmetry. No. Okay, so we'll just get out our assembler and our refinery, and the refinery we will just set on like you, okay? You'll be our no, I don't like that. I already don't like that. Symmetry back on. Get back symmetry. Yeah, I like how you can just turn symmetry on and off at will. It is very handy. Very handy indeed. Oh, darn it. Okay, so I think this is a good enough area to store all my other components, i.e. gyroscopes, battery, power, and stuff. So I don't think we'll need much power for this, so I'll start off by just putting in my production things, because those are going to take up the most space. Go away, symmetry. You gone. And I don't miss you, because you're gone. No, go this way. Hussa. There you go. Wonderful. And then we'll just put a connector in between you, and then put an assembler right here and here. Actually, maybe, I'm thinking maybe 2 assemblers, actually. So we need to flippy flip. Flippy flip. Like you. There we go. Yeah, just flippy flip. 2 assemblers. And we'll set them to work together. Because what's gonna work? Teamwork. That's what's gonna work. Chachos, I guess. I don't know. What am I talking about? Tell me what I'm talking about. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna use a whole bunch of small cargo bays, cargo containers, mind me. Excuse my improper terminology use in this game. So we'll just have like a bunch of them over here to store all of our drone parts, you know, because that's what you'd have in FTL. They wouldn't be called just like base components, they would be called drone parts. Because that is how FTL do. So how I think I'm gonna work this is that it's gonna just do like this and just come over here. So see, all connected. Everyone's happy. Yay. And then put in our reactors, which we may need. Go, work right. Rage mode. There we go. You finally work, you stupid. And then we put another set of you. And then I think we'll just have like 4 reactors. Remember how I said this thing is going to be lightly armored, so a lot of its critical components are going to be kind of exposed. Which is why I may make a more heavily armored variation of this to actually be part of the combat. You know, like you do. Then beacon. Beacon, beacon, beacon. Or no, not beacon. Not beacon, beacon, beacon. Beacon. Beacon, bacon. Bacon, beacon. Beacon. Then I think on the top of this, hey, laser antenna is actually not a very large thing. So, we'll figure out a place to put it. We'll be happy. And now we have our battery. Yay, battery. And we can put our little batteries over here as well. Because, you know, in case we have to operate for some reason on reserve power. So I think I'll add a little more space to this. Just a tad bit. Right before I turn back symmetry mode. And then we just boop, 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 boopity boop, 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 boop. See? It's a decent sized ship already. And it's probably, maybe, it'll probably be a frigate by the time everything's said and done. Let's check the weight right now. Right, 248 kilograms or something. I don't know what I'm talking about. Metric conversion or something. I do not metric. Go. You? Yeah, this ship is heavier than that ship, so when everything's all said and done, this probably will be at least a Corvette, but I'm fairly sure frigate. Okay. So now another little hatch, and this will actually lead to an exterior area, which is where I think. Well, actually, maybe it'll lead into the drone production bay, and we'll have the drone storage bay farther in the back. You know. Yeah, this leads into drone production bay. How many drone production bays do we actually need, though? I think I know sort of how I'm going to do this, okay? You may think I'm crazy, but I don't think I'm crazy. See, we're not gonna have a floor. That's what we're doing. No floor. No floor. Goodbye, floor. We don't need you. Goodbye. And then we'll just have the door there, like you do. Or maybe we'll actually just expand this a little to give room for maybe an airlock. Because, you know, with oxygen and whatever, I may actually have to redesign some of my larger ships, such as the escort corvette, to include an oxygen system. It shouldn't be too hard on there because there's more than plenty of space, you know, where I can take out some armor blocks and put in some components for oxygen. You know, like you do. Yeah, so we have our little, place, I guess. And now we have these airtight hangar doors, which I kind of like, because, you know, before, it was such a pain. I had the worst time trying to make, like, hangar bay doors, so now this should help me a bit. And it also keeps an oxygen, woot woot, double fun. The fun has been doubled. I'm so evil with my references, but not really. Projector. There we are. And it is ready to produce things. And then, what I think we'll do is we will get some modded things. Yeah, just a welder or so. But if I do this, of course, it will mean... Actually, I'm gonna have to... Go. Get out of my life. I may actually want to put these in from the top, now that I think about it. Because that would be being smart. Just like a row of these, you know, produce it up pretty quick. Now that I think about it, though, it's gonna need, like, to start production, actually, it needs a thing that it can, like, hook onto. Which is why I think I may just, put in some landing gear. You know, just flip it along this way. Because these things have a decent... No, they don't. What am I doing? What am I doing? Okay. There you go. We can do the blueprint, so it, like, sort of docks to this thing, and weldy. Good. So I'm gonna go up here, and I'm going to, yeah. Control panel. What do you, let's find our projector. I'm just going right over it. And everyone is probably, like, face palming at me. So I'm just gonna type in projector. Look at the blueprints, and we'll set it to our repair drone. Okay? Grid size. That. Wait. What are you telling me? What are you telling me? That projector on large ship cannot project small ship? Is that what you're telling me? Is that what you're telling me? Darn, that is what it's telling me, isn't it? Yep. Oh, dang it. That means I'm gonna have to completely redo my drones. Ah, poo. Oh well, sorry, salvage drones. Ah, dang. Sort of not good. Okay, so here is what's gonna happen. I'm going to take a quick commercial break, And when I come back, hopefully, I'll have some large variations of these drones built. So, see ya in a minute.